make being a wife look fun. You brag about it, but you don't make it look like a good time. Okay, I, don't care for Kevin Hart, but I do quite enjoy Tracee, and she said some things about partnership that I enjoyed.
I would love a relationship that makes my life better than it is. I have no interest in just being in a relationship to be in a relationship. I can have a wheel of lovers. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, will you stop going into...
Kevin, I'll be like, I take what I like and I leave the rest. I say, thank you and goodbye.
Stop. No man is there. Stop. That's why you're not
That's
meeting
why.
them.
No.
Because you keep going to the jazz bar.
I went to the jazz bar and I went, and a man came and I said, who are you? And he said,
okay. First of all, I'm obsessed with Tracee Ellis Ross. Just everything about her. Fashion girl Kim is obsessed with her. Single girl Kim is obsessed with her. TV girl Kim is obsessed with her. I just like her vibe. I like her work. I like the way that she moves through life. So many people sent me that. And I think that it is so important for women of all ages, and particularly Black women, I know she's mixed race, we're not doing this, to, I think, talk more and have more conversations about being okay, not constantly having a boyfriend or having a husband or whatever. I feel the exact same way about relationships are literally only worth it if they make your life better. Because my baseline is so good that I am only taking time to do this if my baseline is raised by being here. I really love my life. People ask me about this necklace. This is not a name necklace. This necklace says gratitude. And I wear this all the time because I'm constantly overwhelmed by my good fortune. I am one of those cheesy gratitude girlies who writes in the gratitude journal, who wakes up in the morning and does meditations and does affirmations because I just cannot believe it's this good. I can't. Everything that I dreamed of when I was a kid, thinking like, what do you want to be and where do you want to be and who are you going to be around, and is my life. And so as I've gotten older, I think about the adjustments and the shifts, the kinds of changes that you have to make in order to attach yourself to somebody else. And it's scary, but also it makes me anxious. I'm not jumping at that. Like the person that I was just dating, he had a house, a nice house, an expensive house in the suburbs. And we would periodically, have conversations about long-term, what will we do in the future? Conversations that he initiated, by the way, because long-term planning freaks me out, to be honest, right? Especially with men. It's not my forte. And he would initiate conversations about, okay, well, you would move here. And I remember being like, would I have to move? What if we could, what if we bought a new place together, or what if I was here and you were there and on the weekends, and he would be like, no, I'll turn one of the bedrooms into a filming studio for you. And I would always be like, oh, like it doesn't sound like that's gonna be better, The idea of, I give up my space and I give up my view and I give up the pool to go immerse myself into your life and your space. And I would be saving thousands of dollars a month. Yeah, that is a plus. Gotta be real. But like autonomy, independence, identity, that is not my dream life. This is my dream life. And I recognize that I'm different because I know so many people who dream of the melding of all genders, who dream of finding a person that's like, yes, come into my home, come into my space. I'm going to move all this shit for you. And I'm like, oh, I don't, my hesitance there could be because I knew that person was not the one. I knew, I had some real reservations about him. But I also think it's because I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. And I think it's important for us to have more conversations about, I'm just not that girl. The traditional framework of person A meets person B and they immediately come together. I can't say that I'll never be that girl because I don't know. Maybe. I used to say, I'm not the girl who wants a relationship. I don't have any desire to even engage sexually with men. I used to be that girl, but then I woke up one day and now I am that girl. So I'm not saying for sure I'm never going to want to get married and I'm never going to want to, but today, 33-year-old Kimberly is not that person. And I do find it to be very frustrating that not only am I not believed when I say that, but then I go a step further and say, and also, I am not interested in auditioning for the position of wife. People's immediate reaction is, you're lying to yourself. Everybody wants to be a wife. You're delusional. You only feel that way because nobody wants to marry you. My last 2 serious boyfriends wanted to get married. When I got with my ex, right, I thought we were both on the same page. I've said this about no marriage, no kids, we're cool. And he woke up one day and was like, actually, I do want that. Yikes. Y'all don't make being a wife look fun. You brag about it, but you don't make it look like a good time. I see the girls. I see them. The women who put wife in their bio, I see it. But you're not really selling it. And it's not your fault that you're not selling it, right? Like it's a fundamentally restrictive institution. What do I gain from that? Health insurance. Now, I would do a domestic partnership for some health insurance. If you have some good coverage, I would consider it now. But to me, fundamentally, I truly believe this. I'm not sure if I've said this before, but I think that the primary beneficiaries of heterosexual marriage are children. I understand if you desire to have children because of the inequality baked into the system for people who are birthed within a legal marriage and people who are birthed outside of legal marriage. I understand why you would really want to pursue participation in that institution if you desire to have children, 100%. Because the benefits are so tangible. But just me, Kimberly, myself, don't want to have no kids, doing great. What do I get? A loss of freedom, a loss of autonomy. But, oh God, I have so much on this, okay. But I've been holding this in for a long time, so I have thoughts. But me saying that participation in that particular institution does not appeal to me because y'all don't make being a wife look fun does not mean that I am closed off to love and intimacy and passion and, of course, romance and sex and all of that. I love that stuff. I'm dating because I prefer for the person that I have sex with regularly to feel a responsibility to me. And usually that responsibility stems from commitment. So that is why I date. But also, I loved being in love. It was so good and fun and everything the last time I thought it would be. So precious. Such a gift. And so why would I not want that feeling? Of course, and the passion, the intimacy of really being connected to somebody. I think that makes sex better. It makes life better. It's more fun when you have that kind of stability, of partnership. Yeah, I'm so down for that. But like with boundaries, and the idea of like being someone's possession. Oh, I so felt that I'm talking to people, right? And I was talking to this one man, and he said to me, texted me, "Oh, you're going to be mine by the end of the week." And immediately block, 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 block. I'm not going to be anybody's. Oh, if that's your first instinct is I'm going to be no, I belong to me. So even your instincts are wrong. Oh, okay, block, ghost. I gotta go. I can't. I desire love. I love love. I love partnership, but also there are things that I am not willing to give up or forgo to be in love. But also, I said this on my Instagram stories today, I am not afraid of being alone. There's no fear in my heart or my mind about, oh my God, I'm going to be alone and lonely forever because my standards are so high. Because every part of me, every fiber of my being believes that my next love is right around the corner. The next great experience that I want and desire and crave is right around the corner. It might come next week. It might come in 3 months. It might come in a year, but it's there. I just have to keep showing up. I don't live with any fear about never being loved and desired and craved and whatever. I don't have any, because I know it's coming. I believe it. And so I think that, and this is like very woo-woo, Kim, okay? Because I'm not really this woo-woo person, but here I actually am. I do feel like the universe meets you if you show up. And I've had so many experiences in my life where the universe met me that I have no fear about, people try to put this stuff into, women's minds. Nobody's going to want you. You're getting old, the wall. But I don't, that stuff it does not even penetrate. Cause I'm like, whenever I've shown up before, I've gotten it and I'm gonna show up. So anyways, right, even though I don't desire participation in that thing, I do believe that love is, I'm talking like the crystals girlies. I'm not a crystal girly, but I do genuinely believe this, that like love is like the most abundant resource in the world. And you find it and you pick it up and you put it down when it's done. But also, the thing about putting it down when it's done to me is like, because I am divorced from the pursuit of finding the one, a singular person who is going to be the love of my life forever and never change and never want anything else, that frees me up to fully experience people and be in the moment and get what we both need and both desire and learn the lessons and release it. I've definitely found that when I had in my head, no, this person it's him. It's him. It kept me holding on to things that were already gone. And so now, yeah, of course I get sad about breakups. Obviously, I'm still sad about my last breakup. But I learned what I needed to learn. I got from it what I needed to get from it. And I'm grateful for that experience. And so I just wish that when we see people talk like Tracee, when we see people talk like me, that people would spend more time really listening. Because I did not just haphazardly one day come to the decision that I don't care about marriage. Do you know how hard it is to in a cis heteronormative world to really be like, okay, I don't think I'm going to put all my effort into pursuing that. I think I'm going to put my effort. It's hard. And so if you get there, you're real committed to being there. I wonder how many women in the Western world opt to marry, even if it's at the expense of their identity autonomy, just for the sake of having children. I just want to say that being married is beautiful. With the right person, you'll have fun as well as challenges. You'll have stability, companionship, intimacy, and a life partner. I think that the people who make it work, make it work. I have to be really honest and say that most of the time, it's not looking great. I have to be honest, you guys. And it does not surprise me that the big number that everybody likes to quote, that 3/4 to 4/5 of divorces in the United States are initiated by women. That does not surprise me because it's not looking great. I love not living with my partners. Yeah. That's it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was fun. Sign up to come to Happy Hour on August 16th. Obviously, I'm always open to people sending me their links for the next Breakfast with Kimberly. Talk to you later. Bye.